What are they up to in there?
Chief, Secretary Dickinson has already arrived.
That's why we're in such a hurry.
Honestly, I'm not sure if this whole exercise is really worth our time. I mean, the Secretary is stronger than all of us agents combined.
Yeah, and he's pissed off that we let the gearmaker into the compound. Being late may cost us some trust, sure, but skipping this training would cost us our lives.
The infamous gearmaker. I never imagined I'd get to see his face.
Looks awful young to me. You sure he's the real deal?
His power is, at the very least. He even offered us a little present. A historical record written by that man himself.
Christmas came early this year, I see. Assuming he's only here to talk, that is.
Oh, I'd be the first to tell you that Oscar's no Santa Claus.
But he came on down the chimney and entered our home. If he ain't Santa, then I'm afraid I gotta see him out.
I'd like to believe Oscar's being honest with us. He understands the purpose of the G4 summit.
And by purpose, you mean taking out Soul Bad Guy? The man who saved the world?
Cards close to our chest until the day of the summit.
It's undeniable that Soul poses a real risk. Perhaps Oscar intends to subvert our plans for him.
Could well be, but let's just table this issue for now and move on.
Wait, there's more?
Based on this morning's report, it seems we got ourselves two Santas. She's a total unknown, from her motive to her plan to her whereabouts. I'd say she's a ghost, but we'd probably have more intel on her if she was. All we know is that the Illyrian army, the strongest military force in the world, have got themselves a name for her. The Calamity. And she's chosen this moment to make her move.
They haven't said so outright, but Illyria might be hoping that we'll cancel G4.
When we don't even know where this woman is or what she wants?
That's the problem. We don't know just how dangerous Eno could be, or how the Gearmaker might respond if the G4 summit's canceled.
That's true. He seems peaceful enough now, but he would...
Promises aren't just some vote-grabbing scheme, correct? We're building a new generation, a new era of peace.
I have to admit, you surprised me. I thought you'd prioritize national security over all else.
I don't trust the Gearmaker as far as I can throw him. If he's so innocent, then who's responsible for the scars that have been raked across our history? Is that man somehow two different people? All that being said, protecting our country means protecting the ideals and people our president believes in. Besides, how could I say no to those eyes?
It's not like we have the time to be squabbling amongst ourselves anyway.
Still, Erica, what are we gonna do about Soul? We can't exactly mosey on up to him and ask him to take a comfy seat in the electric chair.
I know how the president would respond, so I've already made a few arrangements.
All right. Listen up, people. We're on high alert till each and every ambassador is back in their room with a warm bed and a full stomach. Now, I know you good folks will never give anything less than your all. But today your all won't be enough. This is gonna be the longest damn day of our lives, make no mistake. Now let's get to it.
Sir, I forgot to ask. Is the Gearmaker really that big a deal?
Excuse me?
I mean, I've never been ordered to deploy 5 whole security divisions for one conference before.
I've never issued an order like that before, either. But by the same token, you never met an individual who could take down the entire goddamn Union fleet empty-handed, now have you?
I have not.
If we make it to tomorrow, you'll have someone else standing next to you. What in the Sam Hill is going on?
Albatross has been launched, and without the President's authorization.
Have we been hacked?
But we just changed the damn launch code 30 minutes ago.
None of this makes any sense. This is a D1 order. Enter the White House and confirm the safety of the President. Now, damn it! Would you join them?
Mr. Secretary.
Fall back for now.
Retreat! Retreat!
The White House just contacted Zepp via the emergency hotline. They'll be sharing the call with major organizations from each country. The president is unharmed! Fantastic.
I managed to get away, but the others are being held captive in the conference room. Someone's injured, too. If you can, please, send backup right away.
The security officers were brainwashed.
Dickinson!
Echo Team and I saw it with our own eyes. I'm sure of it.
Do you understand what this means? In this complex alone,
Hold your horses. It's just as dangerous outside as in.
That's a weight off.
In that case, head to the parking lot from the west wing. That should be your quickest, safest route out of there. That's where I'll pick you up.
See you there. Signing off now.
send in the reinforcements.
What in God's name? Burn it! Burn it! What about radar?
I've checked, but they seem to be using stealth magic.
So we have to rely on our own eyes. Set up anything that can fly. Don't let it out of our sight.
Secretary Goldlewis,
Second King.
you have any information on that aircraft?
Last time I checked, the White House couldn't fly.
Amelia was right.
Do you know something?
I do. If you're going to pursue that thing, you'd better be careful. It's not exactly an heirloom.
Secretary, one of our planes has visual contact.
It does. No, wait. Don't get too close.
We've lost contact with Firefly 3.
Is this a nightmare?
Backup is on the way.
Good. The PWAB will be issued orders in cooperation with ZEP. Change your communication channel to 7.1 to confirm.
Confirmed.
What's the damage report?
Initial reports say 48 police and soldier casualties. But that doesn't account for the numerous civilians caught up in all this.
Was this a political group? Some single ideologue?
Valeria tried to warn us. I downplayed the danger because Eno was in custody. These deaths are my responsibility.
I don't know who they are, but the enemy is in there. This is no time to beat yourself up.
We've worked together for a long time. I know you could do this on your own.
Only if blaming you for this made me twice as efficient. Listen, if working together for a long time builds trust, then there's no one you should trust more than yourself.
Mr. Secretary,
Yeah?
the White House is currently moving in a straight line. At this rate, it will be directly above Neo Phoenix in 10 minutes.
That's a major city.
If, God forbid, the White House were to crash land there, what kind of damage would we be looking at?
Given its size, and factoring in the likelihood of explosions and fire, it may well wipe out the entire city.
There's not enough time to issue an evacuation order.
All we can do is pray that that's not what Chaos wants.
Dickinson, given that we cannot confirm the president's safety, we may want to start thinking about passing the office onto the VP.
No need for that. We know that the president's in there.
That's like Neo Phoenix hostage. Do you think the president could make the decision?
What the hell's wrong with you? Do you even realize
What I'm saying?
That makes your suggestion all the worse. Are you planning a coup d'etat?
Erica, he's got a point.
Militaries of all countries except the United States are unharmed.
He released the hostages? What is Chaos thinking? What? Is that true? That's a relief.
Until they're out of fuel, that wouldn't benefit Chaos.
But what if it would? Yo, Erica!
When did you...
Friend of yours? Hold on. Chip? As in president of the Eastern Chip Kingdom?
Officially speaking, no. Listen, I promise I'll get him out of here shortly. But before I do, could you spare a minute to hear him out? Shouldn't take long.
First off, I don't plan on making any deals with this chaos punk.
What do you mean?
Can you
How can you be so sure? You think he wants us to blow him up?
Rather, that man was a title created because nobody knew where the blame really lay.
Is the president there?
Dickinson,
Oh, thank God you're safe.
how did you restore the communication lines?
That's not important right now. First, I have some good news. I see. All right. Please listen closely to what I'm about to say. I've got no doubt that it'll be shot down if it enters a neighboring country's airspace. Did you know about him being immortal, Soul?
Yep.
Spares me an explanation. Even if you run into chaos, do not engage. Considering that the White House is an aircraft, there's gotta be escape pods.
Any idea where? Chip?
Hey, this is just my gut feeling, so don't get your hopes up.
Better than nothing.
Soul, the White House has changed course again. Did the gear maker fail?
Yeah, he got wrecked. How much time do we have?
20 minutes. Our only option is to force our way through. Once it's within 5 clicks of the border, we will shoot down the White House, whether you're evacuated or not.
Dickinson.
Not yet. Give them just a little longer. What? What in the goddamn? No, there's no way you'd risk it.
Maybe. But perhaps the same could be said for you.
Do you know?
I don't.
You may be a hero, but still.
Daryl here, if I may cut in.
Has ever performed a miracle that changed the world.
We've just received word from the White House. It would seem that the PEOC launched with chaos inside.
It did? And the president?
Safe, sir. Everyone is.
We need to secure chaos. Confirm the safety of each ticket. Huh? What's wrong?
I don't know. It would seem that an observatory in Finland...
What the hell is that?
Fast food, really?
When they rebuild the White House, we'll be far away from this place. I look up at the sky every day. But from here, it looks completely different.
Chip returned to his country.
You didn't manage to headhunt him then?
We did a lot of sightseeing together, but fools always like to follow their own maps.
Huh.
We finished compiling the data from each country, as well as drafting up non-disclosure agreements. After the funeral this evening, this incident should be finally settled.
A 21-gun salute to send our hero off to heaven. Huh. I hope that today we can all look up at the same sky.